This is my show, Flankers. I'll talk about the title of the show first. Flankers is a word from the Newfoundland dictionary, or the Dictionary of Newfoundland English. And the word flankers means a flanker is a spark. So I have this show on right now called Flankers, and I also have another show on at Emily Carr House, and that one's called Blossoms. And blossoms is a word in the Dictionary of Newfoundland English that means a large snowflake. So I chose those titles for the show to kind of talk about hot and cold, and how words also may not mean what you think they mean. So these shows are about living in two places. I live in Corner Brook, Newfoundland, but I also come back here to the west coast of Canada, and so it's a lot about sort of contrast and environment. And one of the themes that I'm playing with or using is the subject matter of flora. So as you can see, there's a number of paintings and works on paper around the room and a couple of photographs. There's two photographs of flowers. One is from the East Coast, it's some wild lupins, and there's one from Dallas Road, which is some wild peas. So here we have, predominantly we have these works on paper. They all have titles that refer to different sort of aspects of flora, parts of flowers, but they also kind of evoke ideas of the body and place as well. So we'll just go over here for a second and I'll show you. This piece here is called Tofino Trip. So in the show there's 3 paintings and there's 8 works on paper and 2 photographs. But they're all made with a collage technique. And I'm using collage as a kind of a metaphor for juxtaposing different things together. So I was saying to somebody earlier, they're sort of autobiographical in that they're kind of about me, as I said, sort of being in 2 places and how different those places are. Sorry, I hit the microphone. So Tofino Trip, it's oil and acrylic on canvas. So I can talk a little bit about my process. So I take a bunch of canvas and I gesso it, and then I paint it using different kind of painting vocabularies. I try to use as many different painting vocabularies as I can. And I just kind of really go wild at that point, and I try to just sort of be as broad and as expressive as I want. I use like really different brush strokes, different colors. So I really love that idea of sort of diversity. I'm sort of thinking about diversity and genetic diversity, biodiversity. So I take all the canvases, I do that, and I let them dry, and then I take them and I draw sort of shapes that are drawn from different drawings and photographs that I've made of plants, and I cut out the shapes and then I collage them onto these colored ground canvases. Yeah. So in this one, you can see that it's really, I'm trying to get this really sort of visually stimulating, kind of almost dissonant, but harmonious kind of ground happening where there's a lot of stuff going on, and they're all sort of visually kind of playing with each other on the surface. So some of the shapes are actually quite specific of plants. So for example, like up in the right-hand corner here, that's taken from Labrador tea, which is an indigenous plant, a native plant of Newfoundland. And then this one up here is also a flower from Newfoundland. That's the bunchberry flower. And then some are kind of like little shoots and things like that from other different flora. Yeah. So, and these ones are really similar to, these are works on paper. that, again, they're sort of about juxtaposing shape and color, and there's this idea of flora. Flora, diversity.
Oh, there.